Here is go back.
Hello everyone, and welcome to AuthorTrope. My name is Roy Damon, and today we're taking a dive off the author platform. It's a phrase that just by its utterance will cause the bravest author to cringe. An idea so terrifying that most writers are left rocking in the corner with their thumbs in their mouths, quietly humming as they stare into the horror of a Lovecraftian abyss. It is a nightmare so petrifying that it could have only been issued forth from within Cthulhu's abysmal maw. My hands shake with fear as I write this. No author could have imagined a Leviathan so wretchedly evil. No Russian scientist devised so torturous an activity as that of the author platform. It consumes and devours with ravenous anger the souls of the aspiring writers and veterans alike. Fear is the standard approach we have to this vehicle of celebrity. It's not really surprising. This new expectation of authors strikes us at the complete opposite of our nature: solitude, reflection, introversion, and seclusion. As an author, on top of surpassing the hurdle of writing a novel, you're expected to find and raise your reader base like it was Farmville. You are, at the very least, supposed to keep a consistent presence across several of the more popular social media. You have stepped out of the familiar territory of authorship and into the mire of conflicting proclivities that is known as marketing. In an older era of writing, publishing houses would have taken the responsibility of marketing and financial burdens. With the change in the paradigm of publishing, the market places a lot of responsibility for success back onto the writers themselves. The truth is that the market is heavily saturated with works. You're competing against giants in the industry, well-known authors and publishing houses. Added that self-publishing is increasing in popularity even amongst established authors, and you face a flooded market. This makes a colossal task seem even that much more daunting. The rational mind would naturally buckle and ask, why do we need an author platform? I know. It's frightening. But it is almost a necessity these days. If you want to stand out as an author, then you're going to need one. And sooner, the better. Publishing houses are looking for proof of readership before they decide to make an investment in your work. That proof will be the relationships you build through the networking aspect of your platform. Even if you are not seeking a traditional means of publication, you will need a platform. An ocean of authors are screaming at the top of their lungs for attention. Without a platform, the best you can manage is a muffled whimper. If you start now, then you will have an advantage over the others who only start after their books have been sitting for months without any sales. Authors have to reinvent themselves and how they perceive their role. What is your platform? Well, it is you. It is your story. People increasingly want to know the story of their favorite authors, and they want to interact with them. It is who you are, your personality, your convictions, and your persona. Your writing and expertise will have your readers seeking you out. When they go to look, they will need to find you easily and quickly. You have mere seconds of attention to grab their interest. You have to make each of them count. A consistent image and brand must be accessible to them no matter where they seek you out. And I know, this attention can be frightening. It's not something that many of us relish. I'm an introvert by nature, and social situations cause me a lot of unexplained anxiety. I am at my most comfortable, writing in my chair at home, drinking coffee, listening to music, and thinking. The public is something I go out into only when I need something or it's required of me. When I have spoken in front of strangers, I stammer, and I forget what to say. If you listen to my earlier videos, you'll see the stilted and unorganized way that they are presented. When I created those podcasts and videos, I have to come up with a script or some kind of bullet point of what I want to do. If I don't, I will invariably mess the entire thing up to a point that I just want to toss it in the garbage and forget about it. It's not that I'm frightened. I'm nervous. I'm not an extrovert. I live in my head. Being social was only a byproduct of having relationships. However, I have to change. My will to be successful as an author must override my social anxiety. We are used to the old paradigm, the old guard. Just write well and everything will take care of itself. It's an idea that is increasingly dying out. It is a terrifying prospect, much like standing on the highest diving platform, looking down into the water below, having the courage to jump. I have much respect for authors these days. It takes far more courage, conviction, and creativity to become successful in this era. It is a challenge we haven't had to face before, but we can rise to the moment and we can achieve our dreams. I love people and I love life. I imagine each of you are the same as me. You write because you love the world we are in and you want to share the world within you. I care about each and every one of you and your success. I want to show you how you can reach out to your audience and realize your dreams. If I can do this, then you can too. The forest is only scary at night. Once we illuminate it, you will see that it is not so daunting a task as you may think. You might even find that you are enjoying yourself. The key is stepping out of your comfort zone. That doesn't mean that you have to take a dive from the tallest platform. You can dip your toe, test the water, wade in, and eventually find the confidence to push forward. I forced myself to be in situations that made me anxious so that I could stop being that way. There are many professions out there that don't force you to interact with people. The medical field is not one of those. Yet I chose that profession anyway because I care about people and I had to step outside of what was comfortable to obtain my goals. That is where it starts. Goals. I want you to sit down and think about what your goals are, where you want to be, and where you envision yourself being as an author in 10 years from now. It's easy to say, world famous author, but it takes work. Lots of work. You have to be dedicated to it when no one else is. I assume you want to be successful, or else you wouldn't be listening to this show. How are you going to obtain those goals? What are you willing to do to be successful as an author? Don't settle for simple answers or solutions. Interview yourself, or have a friend do it. Find out what you really want, and what course of action do you plan to initiate today to obtain that. Well, that is all for this episode. If you have any questions you would like answered on the site, please leave them in the comments below. There's a forum area on my website where authors and readers are free to join and help each other out. Readers can share what they love to see in novels and what they expect from the author, and the authors can reach out to their readers and ask them important questions. There are videos and podcasts that I will release on YouTube and here on the site. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And remember, when paradigms change, you can't stay the same, and it is time for a new AuthorTrope. Thanks for reading, watching, and listening. Goodbye.